What is up, guys? PK here with a little bit of a quickie, an actual quick guide. Now, I want to talk a little bit about movement, because movement in Vermintide is probably one of the most underrated aspects of playing well. Like, a lot of people consider, you know, special kills, amount of kills, damage done, all these things, right? But all of it is really sort of allowed by proper positioning and movement. And sort of positioning, good positioning depends on good movement, right? Because otherwise you can't get to the position you need to get to. So really positioning and movement are two different aspects. And what I want to talk about today real quickly, because I overslept a little bit. I mean, technically I can't oversleep, but you get my point. I woke up too late, which is why as you can see, it's fairly dark in the back. But regardless, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of a short clip of absolute chaos. So it's like 6-7 minutes or something, in which there's a bunch of things to talk about that directly relate to movement. So let's get into it. Right, so we're gonna start in the middle, or like somewhat in the beginning of this this Cataclysm weekly event. Now the weekly event has both 𝒮𝔤𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔞𝔡 and sort of the suicidal rats as two modifiers, and it's on Cataclysm. Now, this is going to be a couple of minutes of absolute chaos, but I really felt like there was a bunch to talk about, because we managed to be somewhat slippery in my efforts to stay alive, as everything just went completely haywire, essentially. So let's try to take a look here. Now, we weren't being too serious.
Yeah, frame for
like we're moving ahead, 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔥.
What?
We're moving ahead, looks like.
We weren't tryharding or anything like regarding to positioning and stuff. As you can see, 𝒮𝔴𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝔮𝔲 got a little bit isolated here. But that's not really it's not really positioning as much that I want to talk about. But we'll get into the action momentarily, as things go from you know, somewhat under control to complete mayhem. A lot more than once.
You called for help there.
Well, he needed help that whole time.
I was being a dick.
Why don't you say something?
There was two fingers. I just fucked up. I was
Oh,
like,
that is a patrol.
This is the first interesting example,
I
right?
didn't even hear those fuckers. Oh yeah, that is it. That is an aggro.
When you are surrounded, knowing how to jump and push.
Now
so that
currently behind me, haha! Not for long.
Like shot. No. Knowing how to jump and push sort of in tandem. So really what you're looking to do is you're looking to create a gap and then exploit the gap, right? And that's what I think a lot of people struggle to do when they're surrounded, right? And one of the tricks, which are even harder to do in this mode because it's twins. Normally when you're surrounded, what you would do is you would sort of create a gap by killing something, right? But in this instance, if you kill something, it turns into two minions, making you even more trapped than you were in the first place. So we're about to see a very interesting sort of movement aspect, which I have talked about before, but I think
there it is.
I think this instance shows it really,
Two
really
bombers
well.
is all it takes for me to just go into.
Okay, so firstly here, obviously there's the decision-making part, right? Okay, what do I do? So you can see over here, we have sort of half a chaos patrol that's gonna try to block my pathing forward. And at this point, I haven't really decided what to do yet, right? I only just, you know, realized that, oh shit, I'm on my own here. And you have the whole chaos patrol. And I'm sort of, what to do. So I try to create a little bit of space here just to give me time to think, right? Then I realized I'm in a very shitty spot here, right? Because the whole front is kind of blocked, right? If it was over here that, you know, there was entrance, no problem, right? But I have to somehow get past this whole chaos patrol. Now, normally what you do in a situation like this is you would try to concentrate the chaos patrol. So you'd be waiting here, sort of slowly moving backwards so that as many as possible of the minions took up as little space as possible, so that with one movement jump, so that you could pass as many of them as possible. And that's sort of what I was trying to do here, right? But there wasn't really that much space, and then...
Oh!
I did not expect... Let's just see that again, right? Because you can be extremely slippery. One thing to note is that when something blocks you, like if you were to try to go through a gap, right? Walking straight forward. And you'd be unable to get through the gap, right? But if you were to look sideways and dodge, right? Then you would be able to get through the gap, right? So there's a difference in sort of your hero's sort of the physical aspect that actually collides with enemy minions, right? That is sort of skinnier on the side. So by dodging sideways through something, you can actually get through gaps that you wouldn't be able to get through just walking straight forward, and that's really important to know. And then there's the second aspect, which is the jumping part, because of course, if you imagine sort of two minions as physical spheres, right? Then by jumping a third sphere, you are going to have an easier time passing, sort of getting past those gaps, right? So knowing like here, right, just using the map there, and again, trying to constantly be sideways.
How the fuck I should get a fucking award for that.
Maybe I was over-exaggerating a little bit, but I was I was definitely over-exaggerating. But all that aside...
No.
Then you got this whole aspect here, which is really just about not fucking up, not getting stuck on any particular sort of aspect of the map.
No,
I don't know if you saw that, right? But that was some bullshit right there, okay? I almost actually killed myself by using my ultimate, right? Either that or it was an explosion, look, right? You see how that minion got pushed in front of me?
It actually flew in front of me and blocked me.
And then I got exploded into the tree.
My ulti actually
I tried to ulti, nothing happened. Here I really got saved by block cost reduction and stamina.
Power of 69 health.
I should not have drank that health pot. I was at 69 health. Big mistake.
Oh my fucking god.
Don't worry, there's more slipperiness to come.
Nice.
Okay, because we weren't too serious here, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
Right there, nice.
Yeah, but a bomb. Okay, there we go.
I'm about to slightly screw over my team here, and just a little bit. You see, this is not a good position as you... See, it's very hard to move here. There's a lot of... and I was like, you know what, we're fucked. I'm just gonna... I tried the best I could to actually make some space for them to get in as well, but at a certain point, once I started hearing the explosive rats from the front, I was like, nope, don't want to get trapped between the explosive rats and the Chaos Patrol. Which is why I decided to push forward instead. Tried the best I could to make some room for 𝒮𝔲𝔲.
Fucking hell.
𝒮𝔲𝔞𝔤𝔢𝔯𝒮𝔮𝔲𝔞𝔮𝔲, they got screwed over.
Why did we aggro that stupid patrol? We would have been
Couldn't
fine.
even hear them or see them around the corner.
I know.
They just like, oh.
If it wasn't for the patrol, we would have been so much more
We'd have been
like fine.
Yeah.
Would have been easy, but no.
Now,
I'm
here I'm
in
actually trying to make some space so that 𝒮𝔲𝔲 can also get through. Now I'm about to do something very stupid. See, I did not think I was gonna hit that shot.
I didn't actually think I was gonna hit that shot.
Oh my god.
You know, loot rats are usually very slippery to hit.
Why?
We were having fun at least. That's the important part.
With my 𝒮𝔲𝔲.
The reason I hit that barrel is because I
We
wasn't...
love the 𝒮𝒲𝔲𝔮𝔲.
Just in case I had aggro on some all that shit.
I got you, homie.
The slipperiness
Run away.
continues. I heard the explosive rats from the front. I'm like, nope. Don't want to get
No!
thrown into the river.
Oh.
Motherfucker!
This is when things start to
No,
get real
fuck it,
interesting,
you did me
right?
anyway.
Because momentarily, I'm about to find out.
Oh god, that's another patrol.
That
Oh,
there's
no,
another
I have
patrol
to-
in my path. But you see, that was another...
Seriously, what the fuck? Ow.
Oops, let's just watch that again right there, because that was actually...
Motherfucker!
So
Yeah, no, fuck, they eating me anyway.
okay, so here,
Oh god.
obviously the explosive part where I got pushed forward, that was not intentional. My plan was actually to sort of use this rock here to, again, be slippery, right? Because you can be surprisingly slippery on the elf when you have proper movement, right? So my plan was to sort of aggro them to me, jump up on this rock here, try to get past them, use an ulti, something like that,
That's
right?
another patrol.
What I was not prepared
No,
for
I have no
was that explosion right there, right? Which almost like launched me into the patrol, right? I managed to get out to the side, because again, when you're in the side, then you have one side of no minions, making it easier to block and such. And then I tried to create a gap, but as you can see, I notice how I jumped as I ultied, because if I just ulti, then I'm not gonna, then I'm not gonna be able to use the gap. It's gonna get filled, right? So I essentially jumped forward and ultied at the same time in order to exploit that gap, and I managed to actually get out.
Did you see the kill counter?
Oh no.
Here's the next problem, which is that when you don't coordinate your movement, then, you have an army dragged in front of you. And
Dragging them in front of
this is about to get even more interesting. See, again, being as slippery as possible.
Ready?
Oh yeah.
Sticking to the sides here. See a gap.
Ready?
I was there. I was blocking. I hit my ultimate and I got killed in the teleport.
Try to create some space here to start clearing shit out.
Through the hell.
Shoot them.
But because we were separated by so much space, that's when you start to get assassins and stuff. But whoa, that was kind of random, not gonna lie.
The man just almost dead.
Now notice, you see that set free icon? That's about to screw me over hard.
Yep, there we go. Oh wait, what?
Oh no! No, it's spot.
Lucky him.
You see that?
Go. Oh,
Okay, watch this.
oh
Okay.
wait, what?
Notice how the set free icon, and like, that was enough for me to not notice the
there we go.
goddamn
Oh, wait,
assassin. And that screwed me over.
No,
But-
it's spot.
Anyways,
The assassin that he.
Anyways, that was just a little bit of a couple of things to note regarding movement and how to sort of be as slippery as possible. Try to use the map to your advantage. Try to get a high point, then get as many minions to to sort of group up as much as possible, because that means they take up less space. That makes them easier to get past. Try to create these gaps and then try to exploit the gaps afterwards. And you're gonna have a lot easier of a time trying to survive. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini video. And as always, I love you guys. Stay awesome. Pizza. See you tomorrow.